Alright, what's up, Blaze here. Today I decided to bring you guys a tutorial on how to make an item sorter because I finally got my lazy ass off of my bed long enough to record this. So, about a year ago, I wanted to make a massive chest sorter circuit. I had no idea how. I watched one of Mumbo Jumbo's videos. I'm sure a lot of you have watched Mumbo Jumbo, and he explained it pretty well, or he demonstrated how to do it pretty well, but he didn't explain how a circuit works. I looked up how the circuit works. Nobody explains it. So that's what I'm going to be doing for you guys today. I'm going to be explaining how the chest sorter circuit works. So here we got our big full-blown chest sorter, the full circuit. Or not the full circuit, the full structure. This right here is just the circuit. First I'm going to demonstrate this. So right here you've got your comparator, which, let me grab a block here, will detect when there's an item in that hopper. Whoops. So we take it out, no longer an item, no longer sends a signal. Now, your comparator puts out a redstone signal depending on how many blocks are in it. So we got one block in there, signal strength is 1. It does not go to this block. So let's get a stack here and put that in. So you'll see it's draining because this torch was not allowing. So when there's a redstone current running into a hopper, it locks the hopper, which means no items are allowed to pass through. So that torch is on, not allowing anything to go through. Except right now it's off. So, and you see it just went back on. What happens is, this signal right now is just a signal of 1. Runs down to this, this does nothing. When there's more items in here, let's say we put that right there. Oh, that wasn't long enough. So, let's say we have a stack of items in there. It will increase the signal long enough to where it will go down to this redstone dust, powering the block that this redstone dust is on, powering this repeater, which turns that torch off and allows items to pass through. Now let's grab that stone back, and I will demonstrate this. Now the way I will demonstrate how to build the circuit in a moment, but first I'm going to show what to do when your circuit's built. So when you have your circuit built, you want to take whatever block that you want sorted into the chest. You want to place one here, 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 just one block there. And then right here, you're going to want to place 18. Do we have... There we go. You know what? I'll place a little bit more just to show how it works. So we'll place 25. You'll see that torch turned off. And then when it got to 18, that means there was not enough items in that hopper for this to be 2 redstone signals long. So it's just 1, which turned off that hopper, which turned that torch back on. So now you'll see if we put... let me grab a stack of cobblestone. If we put cobblestone in there, the only things allowed in here right now are stone. So the cobblestone's not going through. And if we put stone in here, that's draining in. And basically what's happening is it's allowing 1 stone in at a time, which is increasing this redstone signal 1 more, increasing it to 2 blocks long every time 1 is added. And then it drains, which turns it off. One problem a lot of people do is when they're locking their systems, which is putting the blocks in this hopper, and they have multiple, like over here, when they have multiple side by side, one thing they tend to do is, oh, we already have some in there. So what they tend to do is when they're locking it, let's say we don't have any in there, they just put a whole stack in there. That's a strong enough signal to power all of these, which messes this up, because that is in turn powering the torch that also runs into that other hopper, because it's a long enough signal to run all the way over here. So you never want to put in more than 25 when you're locking that 1 slot. So now we have to redo that one with wood. So that's why you have to be really careful, because you could end up messing up your whole circuit. So right here, we're not going to put in more than 25. 15, and then we'll put another 8. There we go. Now let me demonstrate how to build this thing. Alright, now I'm going to demonstrate how to build this. So the first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to place a block right here and a redstone torch on the end of that. Then you're going to want to place a redstone repeater facing into that block. You don't want it facing out of that block. You don't want it facing to the side of that block, into that block. And then you're going to want to place another block right behind that. And then a block on top of the repeater and a block on top of this block in front of the repeater. And then you're going to want to place your comparator right here on the block above the block that the redstone torch is on, and then just 2 redstone dust on those remaining blocks. And then what you're going to want to do is place, and here, I got to make a wall there real quick. you're going to place your hopper right there, right above the redstone torch. Now, the important thing with your hopper is you want the hopper to be facing, so let's say we have our chest right here. Now, you won't do it for this hopper, but say for, let me place a block there. For that hopper, you want it facing into that block rather than straight down, like, oh, if I can unfly. Rather than that, you do not want that. You do not want that. That will mess up your circuit. You want it facing into that block. That block doesn't have to be there, though. You can break that. So that's actually the whole circuit finished. So now what you're going to want to do is take a block up here and place your hoppers. These hoppers on the top row are going to be what, like, convey the items around. Like over here, it's going to be what moves them from this system with the sandstone to this one with the wood to this one with the cobblestone, etc. So you can extend these in any direction you want, or as far as you want, excuse me. So this actually is all working. Now I'll demonstrate it by putting items in. So we'll put in our stone, one there, and then let's just place, I always do this most elaborate way possible. I don't know why. We'll place that. You'll see it starts draining. Gets to 18. It stops. And it went into the chest. So this hopper is what moves it from sorter to sorter. This hopper is what locks it. This hopper is just what moves it into the chest. So this is your circuit. This is just the circuit. I have not seen any other tutorials out there that provide an example on how the circuit works. If you have any questions on anything that I didn't get to, let me know, and I'll make a video further explaining it, or maybe I'll just, like, I had somebody who watched my iron farm tutorial and built it wrong. He PlayStation messaged me, super nice guy. I joined his world, fixed it up for him, let him know how to do it better next time. So if something goes wrong, just hit me up in the comments or on my PlayStation. I'll link that down in the description, and I will shoot you a message, let you know what's wrong. If you want to invite me to your world, I can help you. But now I'm going to show how this works. So, as you can see, we have our blocks and our item frames, obviously telling us what is in the chest. Yeah, you see right there. And then our elongated system. Now, you can put an item elevator here with droppers. I'm not going to explain how that works and demonstrate it in this video. I don't have, like, it's going to add too much to the video. It's going to be too complicated, too much to follow. I will add a link to just a tutorial that Mumbo Jumbo did on how item elevators work with droppers. He has 3 item elevators in the video. You're going to want to look for the one with the droppers. So I will add that as a link. But just for simplicity purposes, I just put a chest up here on top of the hoppers. So you can see it'll go through these top hoppers. If the item is sandstone, it will go into sandstone one. If not, it won't. It'll move on to the wood one. If it's wood, it'll go into the wood one. If not, it'll move on to the cobblestone one. If it's cobblestone, well, you get the idea. So let me show you guys how this works. Let's grab us all of these blocks real quick just to demonstrate. Grab the dirt. There we go. So let me clear the... Actually, yeah, I probably should have just taken stuff from these. Let me clear these out so you can see that stuff has been added. So, dirt. Let me show you guys how that works. There you go. Oh, we had one in the hopper already. Alright, so there's your dirt. Cobblestone. There's your cobblestone. And then I think you guys get the idea. Now, if there's an item that does not belong to any of those, let's say dried kelp block, it will not fit into any of these, which will mean it will continue to go along these hoppers and into this chest for all the miscellaneous stuff. You don't have to have that chest if you have a system that has a because you can only sort one type of item into a chest like this. Or another thing you can do is you can do a double chest. Let me show you an example of that real quick. You can do a double chest like that. So you could do like a double chest here, like that. And then your wood and your sandstone would both sort into this chest. But you can only have up to 2 items sorting into a chest like that. You can't have more than 2 items sorting into one chest with a chest sorter system. At least not with this one. With a massive complicated one that like someone like Mumbo Jumbo would struggle to build, yeah, you could do that, but I would not recommend that. So let's demonstrate where this stuff goes. And into our miscellaneous chest. There we go. So if you have a system that just happens to have a spot for everything in existence, you don't need that. Otherwise, I'd recommend having it. Now, there's a whole bunch of things you can do with this. You can make this as long as you want. You could add a system where it tells you it has a redstone lamp above that turns on when the chest is full. I'm not going to be explaining any of that. That's all like modules you can add on. I'm just giving you guys the basics on how the system works, how to build it, and how the circuit works. So since you know how the circuit works, you can change the circuit however you want. Because when I built my storage system a year ago, I was just building what they told me to build in the tutorial, but I wanted to make changes so that it fit my base. So I had to take time to learn how the circuit works so that I would then know how to alter it to work in my favor without messing anything up. So now you guys know how to do that. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you have any questions, let me know down in the comments and shoot me a PlayStation message. I'll link my PlayStation account or messages, whatever I feel like doing. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I will be coming out with more tutorials in the future. This is the third tutorial I've done. And if you guys found this helpful, let me know down in the comments how you came across the video. Like, was it suggested to you? Did you just Google like how to make it? Because I want to know what types of tutorials people are looking for the most, so I know what to make and what will be most helpful. But yeah, that'll be it. I'll see you guys in the next tutorial. Bye.